Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Don't let it get away!
Hey, stop! Here, run into the truck!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit...
Manato?
What?
Huh?
Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse me for being presumptuous.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject. Seems like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Sailume Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right. Thank you very much. No, wait! We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Manato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training. Wise, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Manato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗲𝗀.
Obscura?
Yes, an 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗀𝗀 is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗀𝗀, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗀𝗀 is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Manato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗀𝗀 isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Sailume Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Manato! We're heading to Sailume Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that? It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right? Of course not! But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Wise, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗀𝗀𝗀. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly. You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Sailume Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day! Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door!
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Wise away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Manato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Sailume Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Sailume Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the hollow, and since 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Sailume Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Sailume Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for poor 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
There must be other ways to get to Sailume Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something poor 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from poor 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Sailume Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, 𝗞𝗫𝗺𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
I wonder how things are going with Manato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
We just have to follow this railway track to get to Sailume Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead. And I second that.
Can't we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something? All done. Let's go.
Hold on. Come with me for a sec. Oh, it's you.
Alice, don't be afraid. It's us.
Wise, it's you. You frightened me. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here? Ms. Ukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself. In case you forgot, you were brought in by poor Sailume. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried poor Sailume might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Wise. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry. Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Sailume Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll. That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood. Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Manato?
Welcome aboard. A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
You're a real chatterbox. But you handle yourself well in a fight. Wait! I appreciate it.
If you're not sure how to respond to Yuzuha, just don't. She won't get mad. Wise, you can give it a try too.
Wait, Manato, are you riling her up on purpose? Yuzuha, focus on the enemies. The enemies!
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing. How much longer until we get to Sailume Bay? Time to take the...
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
Need my help, Yuzuha? And then we're there?
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Wise? Huh?
Dante, so this is where you went.
Manato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Manato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Manato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. 𝗞cie𝗺𝗪𝗀𝗲 told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the defense force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it, but I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
But it won't be easy to achieve. This city is far more complicated than we can imagine.
Let time gradually shape the child's dream.
𝗞cie𝗺𝗪𝗀𝗲, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪 wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain?
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗲𝗪𝗀. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula? I think I get why you came to Sailume Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for your understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗪𝗀 shard drift out from the hollow in the first place? Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems, and there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗪𝗀 shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Mr. Weiss, take it.
Miss Isolde, what are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. It's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗪𝗀𝗀 shard, so once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Wow. I'm not sure if I completely understand, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky.
It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month. Maybe that piece of porcelain drifted out of the hollow just because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Manato? What's with the,
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name? Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead.
Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Sailume Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves.
I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that?
No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess. Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace and told me all about the human world beyond its walls. I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan.
That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that. Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗲𝗀𝗪𝗏, we both ended up here the same way.
Phew, we finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Old. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Tynefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the 𝗞cie𝗺R𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗪 floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a little would be good.
Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
There it is! There's a drainage pipe up ahead. We're on the right track.
The higher we go up the mountain, the more pipes are buried underground. It's becoming harder to spot them.
Sorry. Fairy can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited holo data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations. Wise, we've cleared out loads of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗪𝗏 would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
Let's move then.
Please be aware of ether activity units.
been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Manato.
The miasma around here is getting pretty thick. And there are more monsters, too. An enemy ambush! How despicable!
They were hauling stuff around in a place like this? That's just begging for trouble. Though we're not exactly in a much better spot ourselves.
Wow, Mr. Komano is throwing shade at himself. Whoa, our princess is throwing shade?
Never mind. It's probably better if I just keep quiet.
We finally made it back to Sailume Heights. It's already dark now.
Great work, everyone.
You too. Good job on keeping up with us all this way. And hey, our princess was actually more useful than I thought. Thanks. Since there's nothing more we can do today, let's just call it.
All right. I'll contact you as soon as we finish calculating the route.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you all, but are you Miss Alice Timefield?
Yes, that's me. And you are...
Oh, I'm a concierge from 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗀 in charge of receiving guests. We just received a package addressed to you.
A package? Where was it sent from?
I'm very sorry. There's no sender information on the package, and due to its size, it's not easy to move. So, for now, we've had to store it in our warehouse. If possible, would you mind coming with me to take a look? Since it was sent specifically to Waifei Peninsula, it might be something important.
All right, understood. If you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave for now. The place where the package is stored. How far is it exactly?
We're almost there. Sorry for the trouble. Since the package is quite large, we wanted to be careful. In case something goes wrong during the delivery. What on earth?
I didn't think we'd actually be right.
You didn't seriously believe we'd let our guard down around you, did you?
Hey, Wise, there you are.
What's the situation inside?
Well, it feels like we witnessed a whole new side of Master Pan. Master Pan must have watched a ton of crime dramas. He even said lines like, "Lighter sentence if you confess, harsher if you resist. Want some fried rice?" And, "Sorry, I'm a mystic."
Are you alright, Alice? Being the bait must have been pretty scary.
There's no need to worry. I'm quite all right. I may not be the best at dealing with unexpected situations, but thankfully, we were prepared for this one.
By the way, did you guys feel anything?
What do you mean?
You mean the guy that's following us? So you also felt as if we were being followed?
Yeah. At first I thought I was just being paranoid because we ran into Miss Timefield and Miss Isolde. But now it's clear we've had a tail since this morning. What should we do? Should we get him?
We could go for it, sure. But then what? There's Porcelumex personnel and security mechs nearby. Taking them all the way back to Swabian Temple just isn't feasible.
I agree with the proxy. Besides, they probably haven't tried anything because we've got numbers on our side. Once one of us is alone, chances are he'll make his move. If we can figure out who they're after, we might be able to bait them into slipping up. I think I'm probably the one they're after. How come? Because I just remembered. The crate that hit my window last night had the exact same label as the one we saw in the hollow. Then we were right. That fake concierge really was the one smuggling stuff into the hollow. They tried to go after Alice just because she saw the crate. Whatever they're moving, it has to be something big. Oh, look! Master Pan and Mr. Komano are coming out.
Senior, how did the interrogation go?
He confessed. He told us everything. Come on, let's step away a bit. Don't want that guy overhearing us. Don't worry, Beelion and the others are watching him. All right, this spot'll do. I'll keep it short. That guy was smuggling ether explosives into the hollow.
No wonder it was so heavy.
Exactly. It was disguised as insulation material during transport, but he didn't dare swap in stronger ropes, worried it'd raise suspicion. That's why the ropes snapped during the lift. He heard Alice shout, and since the crate was damaged, assumed she'd seen the explosives, so he decided to silence her, fearing the whole thing would be exposed.
So that's what happened. But I never even saw what was inside the crate. Pitiful. Trying to hide one crime by committing an even greater crime.
Good thing you all stayed sharp. He played himself and walked right into the trap.
Who ordered him to transport the explosives?
The one who gave him the orders was his superior at Porcelumex. He's just a low-ranking grunt. He doesn't even know what the explosives were meant for. But he said they've been transporting them for 2 weeks now. I did a quick estimate, and the amount of explosives in the hollow is already enough to flatten 100 Swabian temples.
They're definitely planning to use those explosives to destroy something. It's clear now that their crimes aren't just about profiting from illegally producing high-value goods. There's a lot more going on.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, we also have some good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Let's start with the bad news. That's likely the real problem we'll have to handle.
All right, The bad news is, he said tomorrow night is the final run for transporting the explosives. But on the other hand, we found an access card and password on him. You can finally get into that elevator you couldn't access before.
So that means tomorrow's the deadline and their plan is about to succeed. What's everyone thinking?
We must stop them. As a member of the Timefield family, I can't just stand by and do nothing in the face of such evil. What's wrong? I always thought you were just a nervous, wishy-washy overthinker. Never figured you had this much fire in you.
Miss Timefield, Yuzuha means she's really grateful you're willing to keep helping us. And so am I, of course.
Manato, next time you skip internship classes to work on your side gigs, don't expect me to cover for you.
All right, everyone. It looks like we've made our decision. Let's head back into the Hollow tomorrow morning for another investigation. If we find any critical clues, we'll call for backup immediately.
All right, let's do that. Tomorrow, Junior Bell and I will provide support from within the temple. Junior Wise, give Shifu a call now. Let's see what she says. It's getting late, and we've got an early start tomorrow. You should all stay at Swabian Temple tonight. That way, we can look out for each other.
Wise, you go ahead and call Ishu and Shifu first. We'll take care of everyone's accommodations. Oh, Wise, you're done with the call already? I was just thinking of saying a few words to Shifu myself.
Have the rooms been arranged?
We're still trying to figure that out. No one's comfortable taking Shifu's room or Senior Fufu's room, and the room Alice stayed in before is being used to hold the prisoner.
But I just talked it over with Miss Ukinami and Belle. We can share a room.
In that case, Belle, how about you three stay in my room? It's a bit more spacious since I keep the HDD there.
Yay! Thanks, Wise.
Are you sure it won't be too cramped with the three of you staying here?
Don't judge our space needs by your build! Besides, with this kind of vibe right now, doesn't it feel just like a field trip? Wow, you're right! I've heard all about them before, but I've never actually been on one of those trips myself. You never went on a field trip as a student? No, never. My school has a lot of aristocratic kids, so they thought trips were too risky, and didn't want us spending time showing off and competing like that either. So, we never had one. Perfect! Then tonight, you get to experience the joys of commoner life. First on the agenda, ghost stories. Wait! Ghost stories? Judging by that face, milady, I can tell that you're the perfect audience. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's a night you'll never forget.
Ghost stories. Glad I dodged that bullet.
Can I ask one more thing? What happened to the hair clip you lost? Public security searched the crashed vehicle, but found nothing like the hair clip. Not even any fragments. I lost it, and I said those things to him. That's why... Don't be ridiculous! This wasn't your fault! You can't blame yourself like that!
Yuzuha, are you alright?
Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's quite alright. I know you mean well, Miss Ukinami. It's not often we get to talk, and I really brought the mood down. Let's change topics. Oh, right. Since Miss Ukinami's hair clip is a good luck charm, there must be a story behind it. Would you be willing to share? It's nothing special, really. This hair clip was simply the first gift I got when I was a kid. so I kept it as a lucky charm.
Feels like you're brushing us off.
Same.
I thought the same as Wise and Mr. Komano. I'm not hiding anything. I'm just telling it like it is. And come on! We all know each other pretty well by now, so you don't have to keep calling me Miss Ukinami or Manato Mr. Komano. Especially every time I hear you say Mr. Komano, I have to hold back my laughter so hard my abs start to hurt. Very well. From now on, let's be more casual with one another.
Everyone's up. Looks like we're all in good shape. Let's get ready to move out.
Wise, you take everyone to the hollow with Eos. Signorine Hu and I will support you from afar.
Huh?
We've got the clues for the code. Let's try to figure it out. The duct is bigger than I thought. Is everyone here?
Yep, don't worry.
Look at all this stuff. Let's go check on the others.
Poor Sailume and the Exaltists. They've been colluding this whole time.
Things are looking even more complicated than we thought. Huh? Miasma! Now's our chance! To the main gate! A Fisher! Over there!
Let's go!
I'll boat up!
It's an ambush.
Ferox!
Can you hear me? Wise, can you hear my voice? Oh, good. You're awake. Wait, don't move yet. Right. The ether concentration here isn't very high, but if that swelling on your head splits open, the chance of corruption will increase.
Where are we now?
Judging by the direction, we should be in the valley behind the Obscura factory. Oh, we're that close? Ferox took us on a huge detour. I lost track of where we were going. Yuzuha, your sense of direction is amazing. It's not really my sense of direction. Never mind. Anyway, this used to be the materials lab. After you fainted, Ferox and his men brought us here and locked us up. But since you're from Yunque Summit and I'm part of the inspection team, Ferox seems unsure about how to handle us. Gotta say, it's lucky I have you big shots here with me this time.
Where's Manato?
Manato got dragged off for questioning. They were gonna take me, but he broke free and headbutted the guard. So they decided to teach him a lesson. That idiot! But one thing's for sure. Ferox is the one shipping explosives into the Hollow, and he's in cahoots with the Exaltists. As for why he wanted to destroy the Obscura factory and the lab, the answer is pretty clear now.
It's because of the regenerating monster.
Yup. Ferox's people call it a miasmic fiend. And apparently it just showed up near the Obscura factory not long ago. Ferox sent a bunch of folks to take it out, but they got wrecked, and so did the factory. The monster still hangs around the factory, but its territory is spreading. I heard the guards say it even made it to the industrial port last time. Do you think the white-haired ghost the Sailume Bay kids talked about might actually be... It's gotta be! IUA is usually always talking nonsense. I never take any of that seriously. Back on track. If the monster causes any casualties, HIA or Hand will definitely get involved. And once they start chasing it down, they'll figure out Ferox and the Exaltists are in it together.
So to keep his crimes under wraps, Ferox had no choice but to get rid of the monster and the evidence.
Oh, and that issue you had with connecting to the outside of the Hollow during the earlier fight. Have you fixed it yet?
No, still can't connect to the HDD at all. Right before the signal cut out, I heard Fairy say something like, "Unidentified individuals detected, rapidly approaching." I thought it meant on our side.
Did something happen over at the Swabian Temple too? What should we do now?
We need to figure out how to get ourselves out of this.
Proxy, you're so good at handling crises. You bounce back so fast. I was kinda hoping you'd say that. So, a few minutes before you woke up, it seemed something happened and all the guards took off in a rush. Now it's all quiet. The perfect chance to make our move. A room without windows like this must have some vents for fresh air. Must be hiding in the walls or floor somewhere. If we can find a vent, we can totally sneak out through the ducts, just like we did in the factory. Oh, I see. But do you think the vents here are as wide as the ones in the factory? Should be fine. Let's just give it a shot.
All right, let's hurry and leave.
By the way, did that young man held in the warehouse out front say anything?
Who sent them? A Yunque Summit disciple and the Time Field girl? How did they get dragged into this?
He's blacked out twice, but just won't say anything.
Well, wake him up and keep interrogating him. This is ridiculous. Why are all these people so stubborn?
Oh no, this is bad. We gotta get Manato out of there. Ferox said that Manato's being kept in the front warehouse. We're getting close. Just need to wait for the right moment to save him. All clear. Let's hurry up and get Manato. This should be the place.
Spit it out, or things are gonna get a lot worse for you.
Manato, are you okay? Oh, crap. You're injured. Badly.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Are you really okay? You were just coughing a second ago.
It was just 'cause some water got in my windpipe when they splashed me. Compared to these injuries, it's more annoying that I'm soaked. Don't worry. We still need to figure out how to escape. If it comes to the point where I think I'm gonna slow you guys down, I'll let you know.
Hey, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck.
Sorry.
All right, now let's hurry up and find a way out.
I know it might sound a bit strange coming from a time field, but I just want to say that we've actually got a solution right here. Do to them what they did to us.
What the?
Oh, he looks really uncomfortable.
No need to feel guilty, Alice. Being nice to bad guys is just being mean to yourself. Alrighty, you awake? Now it's our turn to ask questions. If you don't want a taste of your own medicine, you better fess up.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Just ask.
Where's the nearest exit?
It's on the second floor of the lab building.
The lab building?
Yeah, if you head out of the main gate of the warehouse, it's the building right across. That's it. There's a stable fissure on the end of the second floor that leads to the industrial port. That's how we used to get here.
How can we trust you?
I got a phone. It's in my suit's inner pocket, and it has the map.
Oh? Let me check. Just as I thought.
What is it, Yuzuha?
Nothing. He isn't lying. The fissure is hidden at the room at the end of the hallway. But what did you mean by how we used to get here?
It's the building. It's not safe anymore. The Exaltists are doing some weird experiments in there, and there are monsters in those tanks. Ooh, with the power cut, a bunch of them have already gotten loose.
Any other exits?
Yes. There's a big plaza on the other side of the warehouse.
No. That's the way we were brought in. Ferox went that way just now. If we get close, they'll probably catch us.
Sounds like the lab is our only option. I just heard Ferox say the monsters there are under control for now.
All right, then let's do it. Thanks for the info, mister. You can go back to snoozing now.
Huh? Hey, wait. No, wait!
Manato!
Are you okay, Manato?
I'm fine. Wise, you handle the miasma. We'll take care of this thing.
I heard some noise in the lab building where that monster was locked up.
What? You mean those brats got away? Were they the ones that made that racket just now? Yes? Got it. Let's move. Team A's already gone in through the back door to the second floor. They won't let them get near the fissure. We need to block the first floor door.
Oh no, I think they heard the fight.
I hear them from the second floor and outside. What do we do now?
Manato, you're coughing up blood. You were already hurt. And to protect me, you...
Wise, let's put that aside and just come up with a plan.
There's a lot of space outside and a lot of fog. Can we use the weather to our advantage? But if they block off just a few key routes, we'll never escape. What about the second floor? There are enemies guarding the fissure. Do we really want to face them head on? Manato and the others are already too worn out for another fight. Focus. Think. What do we do now?
Okay, listen up, guys. I've got another way out. Take the elevator down to the basement, and at the end of the hallway, there's a giant sewer that leads straight to the underground river on Lemnian Island. It's a bit risky, but it's definitely a way out of the hollow.
What?
The enemies are right on our tail, so come on! Here we are. This is it. It's just as you said. There really is a sewer here, and it's big enough for us to crawl through easily. Wise, take Manato. Alice, come on, let's rip these boards off. We'll use them to stay afloat. Right!
Yuzuha, how did you know about this place?
Shh! Don't talk. Save your energy. If you pass out in the water, you're done for.
Wait, seems like Yuzuha...
Yup, you guessed it. I've been here before. When I was little, I was a test subject for 𝗫𝗪𝗪𝗪 and lived in this lab for a very long time. And I'm the lucky survivor they mentioned in those files they were gonna destroy. I thought I'd be a test subject forever. But one day this uncle helped me escape. And we used this exact sewer. I never thought I'd come back here. And I can't believe they're still up to no good after all these years. And the sewer looks exactly the same. Yuzuha. They're catching up to us. Let's hustle. The water's cold, so stretch out a bit and warm up. Wise, you and Manato should use the same board. You guys go first. Hold on tight to the float. This river moves fast, so we can get out of this hollow in 20 minutes tops.
Alice, Yuzuha, we'll head out first. You guys better catch up fast.
Don't worry about us.
Where are we?
It's outside the hollow. We made it! What about Yuzuha and Alice? Did they manage to catch up?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Alice, why is it just you? Where's Yuzuha?
Yuzuha... she...
Wait, look. Something's coming through the fog.
That shadow, is it a boat? Are we saved? No, wait. Hold on. They're shining a flashlight. They're searching for something. Are those Ferox's men? They tracked us here? This isn't good. We're about to get caught.
Uh-huh. Right there. Sorry about the wait.
Wait, did I hear Miss Isolde? What is she doing here?
Wise, it's me! Hang tight, we're coming to get you!
Oh.
If we are the ones to bring Ferox out of the hollow, it'll certainly raise some eyebrows. So, I'll leave the cleanup to all you Yunkwe Summit Masters.
It's reassuring to see how perceptive you are, Miss Isolde.
Sorry I can't come with. I'll leave Yuzuha to you.
Don't worry, Manato. We'll make sure to bring Yuzuha back safe and sound. If everyone's prepared, let's not waste time and get moving. Belle, Wise, you two made it!
Morning.
Manato, you look much better today.
Yeah, the injury's pretty much healed up. Whoa! Yuzuha, why'd you hit me?
Look! Just a little tap and he's making those pained noises. Bruised shoulder and back muscles, messed up spine, 3 broken ribs. There's no way that's healing so quickly.
At least I've stopped all my part-time jobs for now.
Yuzuha and Manato always make me laugh with their stand-up routines. Stand-up comedy? I get it. So last night's ghost stories didn't quite do it for you, huh, my lady? I'll make sure to send you some fresh Spook Shack posts late at night from now on. Huh? Oh no!
Spook Shack?
Yeah, Spook Shack is an internet forum where people share and solve all kinds of strange mysteries. Yuzuha and Manato are members. They invited me to join, and now I'm in too. Not really strange mysteries. They're more like all kinds of supernatural tales and unsolved cases. Super interesting stuff. If you want, you can totally join us.
Wow, That sounds fun! What do you think, Wise?
Please, can I refuse? Right, Alice. About transferring the anti-corruption medicine patent. Are you sure that's okay?
Well, yesterday, as Grandpa's gotten a lot better, we talked. He said he completely supports my decision. He told me that he kept the patent mainly because maintaining some family assets cost money, and more importantly, he felt I wasn't ready to manage everything yet. But now he says he's not worried about me anymore, so it's time to let some things go. Without the income from the patent, I think he'll ask me to help with donating or selling some family assets that need a lot of funding to maintain, like libraries and museums.
But is it really okay with, you know, Damien? If he finds out you tricked him with your phrasing, he won't freak out and try to get back at your family, will he?
Without the anti-corruption medicine patent, the Timefield family no longer has anything left for him to use against us. I believe he'll understand that what we're doing shows our family's determination not to be pushed around by poor 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Also, I don't think Mr. Damien is as cold-hearted as he seems. Besides, as a businessman, I'm sure he understands the value of knowing when to walk away.
What a beautiful day! Perfect for hanging out with friends.
Yuzuha!
Alice, get over here! Hi! How does it look? Manato's shift is almost over. Once he gets here, he should be able to help out with something too.
I'll help too. With just the two of you and Manato, that's a lot to take on.
Like I said, your footage can't be trusted. What part don't you get? Keep playing games with me, and you're gonna regret it.
Dear guests, if you're feeling sick, I've got some meds right here. And if that can't fix your problems, resorting to violence won't either. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Violence? I didn't intend to get violent.
People are always linked with their family name, so I became cautious about everything I say and do. Afraid of attention, and even more afraid of making mistakes. But the more I worried, the more nervous I got, and then things always ended up like this.
Alice, everyone makes mistakes. It's nothing to be ashamed of. What really matters are the choices we make afterward.
Exactly! Remember how Kama thought you were an evil, corrupt, and ruthless businesswoman and wanted me to teach you a lesson? If it weren't for me convincing him otherwise, who knows what would have happened?
Uh-oh. Sounds like someone's been secretly tampering with the timeline.
I know the feeling. I was mistaken for a bully before, even though I was the one who got left out.
Don't look at me. I've got a double life going on. I can't even tell PubSec officers my online name. The point we're trying to make is, other people's opinions and attention might make you nervous or cause mistakes, but they don't take away the skills you already have. No matter what, you're still the best surfer we've ever seen.
Yes, I think I get it now. No matter what, I still want to give it another try. Even if it's not to uphold my family's name, I still want to give it a try.
As long as you want us there, we'll be with you, all the way to the end.
What's going on? What are these? Have you guys seen anything like this before?
No. Nobody would put something this disturbing in a resort.
I don't remember anything like this either. Let's get rid of them first. I think quite a few customers are already freaked out by them. Honestly, I'm not feeling so great myself.
Huh? It's right there. Why can't I touch it? Impossible. Something must be wrong. How could this be? I always thought Willis was just spreading rumors. But if these things don't even exist physically, then that means...
Miss, please stop. There are guests all around watching. You're the manager. Anything you say right now can make things spiral even worse.
Everyone stay calm. It's too early to jump to conclusions. Let's focus on handling the situation. Manato, please help calm down the guests in this area and get them settled in their rooms or somewhere safe. Iji, take 𝗞cie back to rest.
Okay, I got this.
Miss, take a breath. Here, come with me.
And then Wise, Belle, and Alice. Let's... Wait, Alice?
Oh no, Alice can't handle scary stuff, let alone facing these head-on. She's passed out standing up.
Alice? Can you hear me, Alice? If you don't answer, I'm cutting your bangs into a weird side part! This balloon! This painting! And this plushie! There we go. I knew that would snap you out of it. Easy now, don't be scared. They won't hurt you. I can't! This is horrifying! They're completely asymmetric!
Huh? It's the asymmetry that's bothering you?
Asymmetry is terrifying! And they're scary too! Wise! Belle! Yuzuha! Please, just get rid of them! I'd love to, but they don't have a physical form. Wait, what?
They just vanished. But we didn't even do anything yet. What's going on?
Yuzuha! Didn't you say this place wasn't haunted? No physical form? Vanishing into thin air? That's totally ghosts! It's okay, Alice. When I first came here to check the place out, I didn't sense anything supernatural at all. But now this is happening, which means...
So you're saying there's something else behind this so-called haunting?
Yup. As a veteran of Spook Shack, I can say with certainty that most urban legends aren't really supernatural. As for what they actually are, well, that's what we're about to find out.
I've evacuated the guests and did a quick sweep around the area. No sign of anyone suspicious. What's the plan now?
Thanks, Manato. It's getting pretty late, and without any leads, we're not likely to make progress tonight. Let's call it a night and get some rest. I hope this incident won't cause too much trouble for the resort tomorrow.
Yuzuha, Belle, I'm scared to sleep alone. Can you stay with me?
Sure. Sorry you had to go through all that tonight.
Alice is still in shock. Belle, would you keep her company tonight? As for me...
Wise, you seem scared too. You good, bud?
I'm good. I'm totally fine being alone in my room.
And besides the chameleon coating, there's no other evidence linking these projectors to Three Gates Corp right now. They could easily claim they had nothing to do with any of this.
To make them stop for good, we'll need to catch them red-handed. Even the slickest fox can't talk their way out when caught in the act.
Stay put and don't try anything funny. Public security's on their way.
Let me go! What did we even do to make you call public security, huh?
Let me think. Breaking into the resort store, malicious damage to property, assaulting staff, and wearing that asymmetrical helmet. I'd say that's plenty to press charges.
Huh? What kind of charge is that last one?
EJ and I searched these guys. Willis wasn't here, and none of them look like Three Gates Corp employees.
In other words, these guys look like a bunch of thugs who broke into the resort with no connection to Three Gates Corp. Of course, that's just on the surface.
Three Gates Corp? That huge company under Tops? And what's this ghost haunting business? I have no clue what you're talking about. Hey, listen! We hit the resort simply because you people ticked us off. So we're here to mess with the place. I planned it, they carried it out. That's all there is to it.
How much did Willis pay you? We'll double it!
Willis? Never heard of him. Don't know what you're talking about. We make our living with our own two hands.
That's enough. Manato, would you mind locking them up until public security arrives?
Yuzuha, are you still planning to use Denny's to turn them? To be honest, Spook Shack's in the doghouse in terms of cash right now.
I'm also a member of Spook Shack. I can chip in if you need funding. It's okay, Alice. I was just feeling them out. Judging by their attitude, I'd say Willis has already paid them a pretty hefty hush fee. No point wasting time on them. Anyway, after tonight's counter-strike, Willis probably won't be making any bold moves for a while. As for whether these thugs will rat him out, we'll let public security handle that.
In short, you brought in these invisible holographic projectors, caused chaos at the resort, and even tried to kill a Bangbu. All of this is being exposed to the entire city of New Eridu, live on camera.
And here I thought you had something important to say. How ridiculous! In a lawful society, you can't just throw around accusations without evidence. Especially when you're accusing Three Gates Corp.
I've been meaning to say this for a while now. You keep dragging Three Gates Corp into every conversation. What are you? The CEO's secret illegitimate child or something? This isn't about them. We're accusing you, personally. Stop hiding behind the company's name.
That doesn't change anything. I already checked with public security. Those thugs who trashed the resort were just some gang. What does that have to do with me? And this Bangbu's injuries? How is that my problem? Show me the evidence.
Willis, you think you've got everything covered, leaving no loose ends. But you're wrong. Destroying 𝗞ci's camera wasn't enough. All Bangbu units have built-in visual recording systems. For someone running a cutting-edge tech company, this should have been obvious. But you've turned into nothing but a greedy snake who'll do anything for your own gain. I'm not surprised you underestimated 𝗞ci and completely forgot what Bangbu are capable of.
Visual recording system, huh? Interesting. And? You did remind me of this feature. If I remember correctly, only the Bangbu's Master and Marcel group have the authority to access those visual recordings. And if I'm not mistaken, this Penguin Boo's registered master was Teresa's deceased father, wasn't it? The fee for changing ownership isn't cheap, so you've never officially updated the registration. As for Marcel Group, once you submit a data request, it'll take at least 1.5 years to hear anything back. I'm honestly curious, how exactly do you plan to get your hands on this Bangbu's recordings?
Master, I detect a long-awaited opportunity for me to shine. Enter the command, "Please help me, Your Excellency Fairy," and I shall execute the following action. Convert Bangbu's visual recordings into video output. Master, it seems like you're in a situation where verbal commands aren't convenient. I've gone ahead and sent the recordings to your phone. Please don't forget to shower me with extra praise later.
Okay, these are the visual recordings stored inside 𝗞ci.
Well, you've got some skills. If what you're saying is true, that someone attacked this Bangbu, then the visual recordings must have caught it. Maybe it was one of those leftover thugs from yesterday's gang. You should hand over the recordings to public security and let them sort it out. That'll wrap things up for today.
Still trying to play dumb, Willis. The gang you hired to do your dirty work were all caught yesterday. With hush money for hired thugs being so steep and the risk of exposure so high, there's no way you could have lined up another crew in just one day. Given the situation, don't you think it's far more likely you took matters into your own hands and attacked 𝗞ci yourself? I'm going to play back the visual recordings. I heard that you love hearing yourself talk. Why don't we give all of New Eridu a chance to hear what you were mumbling at the end?
Wait, don't! I spent a fortune hiring those thugs and they were totally useless. Got themselves caught just like that. Thought this worthless resort was a lost cause. But who would have guessed, just wandering around here, I'd stumble onto such a lucky surprise. This dung Bangbu even set up the projectors for me. This'll work. Just gotta wait till daytime when the place is packed. I'll project all those terrifying images, and the resort will be doomed for good. Smash the camera, then get rid of this Bangbu. Why is it so heavy? Whatever, I'll just leave it invisible and let it rot in the sea. This time I'll finally drive this place into bankruptcy and take it for myself. I've been waiting for too long. Midsummer Inc.'s research data must be hidden somewhere around here.
Got any more excuses? There's no such thing as a voice-changing ribbon in New Eridu, you know?
Wait, everyone, please let me explain. This video doesn't prove anything.
Citizens of New Eridu, I apologize for taking up your valuable time. As the corporate spokesperson for 3 Gates Corp, I would like to make an official statement regarding this incident. Willis, former R&D division manager at 3 Gates Military Tech, has been terminated and permanently blacklisted due to his malicious interference with Fantasy Resort's operations for personal gain, causing severe damage to the company's reputation. Willis's actions were entirely his own and have no connection to our company. Regarding his unauthorized use of our newly developed technology, we will pursue legal action accordingly. For further details, please stay tuned for our upcoming press conference. Thank you for your attention.
As expected of Tops, they never miss a beat when it comes to cutting ties. Must hurt pretty bad, huh? Being abandoned and backstabbed by your master?
If you'd just handed over the damn resort from the start, none of this would have happened. All I wanted was to get my hands on the research data hidden here, to use it for promotion.
Watch out. Looks like he's about to do something crazy.
Now that my career and my life are ruined, none of you are getting out of this in one piece!
Welcome, everyone, to Fantasy Music Festival! Let's make this a summer night to remember!
绽放吧，像是斑斓的繁华，在最喧闹的初夏，抛下雨伞等待大雨落下，未来藏在你我之中，从不作答，寻找吧，命运交织的火花。
The holiday is almost over.
Summer's ending already?
Not over yet! As long as we're together, every night is one to remember this summer!
Hold up, Yuzuha. About your dream last night.
This is the place! The mermaid song! The color of the sea! And those rocks in the distance! Everything matches perfectly!
Wait. Don't tell me that...
No way.
Mermaids are real? Huh?
Yuzuha, try to stay calm.
You good-for-nothing old weirdo! Where's the mermaid from my video?
Mermaid? What mermaid? What you've been looking at all along are deep-sea spirits.
Playing word games now, huh? Alice, open the door. Get Manato.
So, are we going to follow it?
Yuzuha, I'll keep a close eye on the spatial stability data for these last 100 meters. Once we approach critical values, we'll have to leave. As for safety on the ship, Manato, can I leave that to you?
Don't worry about the ethereals. I'll keep everyone safe.
Thank you all. Really, thank you. Gotcha now. I won. Though this is our first time truly meeting in person, I still want to say, it's been a while. I'm Ukinami Yuzuha!